Hello friends, Old Swab here. Going to do another American Truck Simulator. This is part 4 with my new profile, which means this is the 4th trip. And this time I'm going to haul a little harder load. It's an articulated heavy load with that transformer. Now, I'm not a big fan of hauling articulated loads. As long as they don't have to back up, I'm okay. But we're going to give this a go and haul this load. We're not going far. No, we're not. Let's see. We're going 198 miles. So let's give this a go, see what we can do with it. And hope you enjoyed the game. I know I enjoy them. Let's see if I can get out of this shipyard here. Now, I've spent a lot of time in shipyards, and they can be hard to find your way around. Yes, sir, they sure can. But our map is showing us the way, our GPS, and our navigation assist voice is kind of helping there, even though he's a bit sarcastic, but I won't make it. I'm going to go out the end entrance because it's less of cumbersome with this load, and I get a wider turn on this curve that's upcoming here. So I'm going to try that.
Get ready to turn right.
Oh yeah, I want to get ready to turn right, alright.
Turn right.
Yeah. Make sure there's no traffic coming. I didn't see any. And you gotta swing pretty wide with these loads. This truck I'm driving is just a 12 speed. And I'm working for other companies, as I've stated before, because I don't have enough money to buy a truck, and I've started from scratch. Yep. Let's load this thing down here. What do we got? A Freightliner. Okay. Bottom left corner, you see the tachometer, and you see what gear I'm in. I'm in A1, which is automatic 1. And I mentioned yesterday while I'm automatic mode. Oh, and this truck's got the blind spot warning. That's what that orange light is, blinking up there on the left, that there's a car on the left side of me. Most trucks I have don't have that. Anyhow, this is a company truck. I'm working for somebody else. I only have $10,152. And I need to get up to around $250,000, $300,000 so I could buy me a truck.
Keep left.
All right, I'll keep left. I certainly will. And this is a really heavy load here, so it's not going to make a whole lot of speed, but like I said, 195 miles to go now, so we ought to it'd be all right. It's going to be a fairly quick trip. Hope y'all are doing okay, that you're enjoying the streams. Starting from ground zero with a profile. I am at level 2, moving up in this world. Let me take my ugly face off of there so you won't have to look at that. There you go. That's more gooder. Yeah, it is. I did a lot of griping yesterday, if y'all watched my part 3 stream, and I was complaining about Logitech, how they well, I bought the Logitech RS50 steering wheel with the RS pedals, and then I found out my Logitech G29 gear shifter won't work with this steering wheel unless I have an adapter. And it didn't say nothing about that. And that adapter, I couldn't find it except for a used one. So I ordered that used one. It's going to be a few days before it gets here. I hope it's all right. It said it's in perfect condition. I'll find out when it gets here. But you have to have the G29 shifter has a 9-pin connector on it, and the shifter has to connect into the base of the steering wheel, and the steering wheel base doesn't have a place for a 9-pin shifter. It only will do USB and USB-C. Boy, I took that curve too tight, and good thing wasn't no other traffic coming, or I'd had a problem. I gotta pay more attention. I've been driving that Gran Turismo 7. I could bypass the way station, have a safe trip. Ain't that nice of them? They're gonna let me bypass the way station. Well, that saves me a few minutes for sure. But at the Gran Turismo 7,
keep right, and then continue straight.
I used the paddles if I want to use shift
straight.
gears. But usually I race an automatic. I know the racing purists and the ones that are best in the world, they like the shifter, say it gets them there faster. So, but I don't know if that's so or not. Yeah, I got that curve wide enough. Left room on the other side. You can see we're pulling a heavy load, only doing 22 mile an hour in this 60 mile an hour zone. But this is not an urgent delivery, thank goodness. Well, we're going up the mountain, so that means we'll eventually come down the mountain. And I reckon I'll be riding the brake in. And I don't have that thing set on where I had to manage the air and air brake system. I don't have that set. Nor do I have the fines that where you get fines for speeding or
left,
running the stop sign or anything else. And I've got to turn left here.
Turn left.
So I like going to my external view. I don't have a head tracking. I might look into that later with the head tracking. That might be interesting. I don't know. Y'all that have one, let me know. It makes a great big difference and have a head tracking thing set up. I just don't know about them.
Get ready to turn right.
Drop a comment and let me know if you would.
Turn right.
And I did learn today Logitech does have an 8 shifter, well, that'll work with this RS50 steering wheel. However, what it don't do, it doesn't, I don't know if you could put an adapter on it where you could have the range and selector switch to drive a 13 speed or a 18 speed without dedicating buttons on the steering wheel to the shift gears. Now, I sort of got it used to with the adapter that I had on my G29 with the shifter, where that adapter's got a selector and a range switch, and I could do the 18 gears without any problem, without dedicating a button on my steering wheel. And buttons on the steering wheel are fine, but shifting gears, and if you're going around the curve, turning that steering wheel and trying to shift gears, well, it
turn right.
Kind of cumbersome. Yeah, I managed to get that big old long load around that curve. I don't much hear the game sound, the truck sound. I may have to increase that because I just enjoy it more hearing the truck, and I reckon you would too. Instead of watching the silent, well, it'd be silent if I'd shut up, wouldn't it? But yeah, I watched some YouTube, and I found out they do have an 8 shifter for the RS50 steering wheel. It's an RS Series 8 shifter, but I didn't see anything about it working with the mod with the selector and range switch, and that's something I really would prefer to have with this American Truck Simulator and Euro Truck Simulator. So I'll investigate more, but like I said, I've got a converter coming so that 9-pin plug on my shifter will work into the USB port on the RS50. So we'll see. We'll see.
Keep left.
Now, I'm not using one of them rig driving seats. I don't have that. I just got it clamped on a table. And I've looked at them. Almost took the wrong turn there. We've discovered Dallas, Texas. All right. But anyhow, I've looked at them rig seats. And the problem I've seen with most of them for me, well, there's a couple of issues how to arrange things, but the biggest problem is that they're so low to the ground that I don't know I can get in and out of the darn things. Because, you know, like I said, I'm right at 80 years old, and getting down low to the floor is not something to take lightly. I have a hard time getting up. So if I could find a rig, decent one that I could sit in, sort of like this office chair I'm sitting in, and be able to get in and out of it, now I might look at that. I think that'd be pretty neat. I mean, the office chairs is working, don't get me wrong, but I had to put these things under the wheels of it, because when I push on the brake, well, my chair scoots backwards. Well, that's ungood. But we'll get it worked out a little at a time. Lord, it took me 3 months to learn how to stream on this, using that OBS software. Please pull in for a vehicle inspection. Well, I reckon I could do that. We'll pull in for a vehicle's inspection. Sometimes I would ignore these, but I want you to see that I do try to obey the laws. We stop right here with the tractor over that scale and press the enter key. All right. Thank you. It's 174,000 pounds. No wonder I'm going so low. That's a heavy load. Well, you'll be happy to know. Oh, it even gives you a warning when there's a truck there beside you. I didn't know that. Learn something every day. That's just like my car. It does that too with that blind spot warning. Well, ain't that nice? I learned something. Yes, sirree, I did. Yeah, we're going along pretty good. Let's see, I wonder if I could brighten them lights. No, it's not letting me. There's the bright lights. Now, I don't know if I have that automatic dim thing. I have a thing when there's other traffic around, it'll automatically dim. There's traffic. like a car will. These new cars. Mine does a little dim if a car's coming. Look, there's a tree growing up out of the road. I've seen that a time or two in the game here. It looked like a piece of shrubbery going up right in the middle of the traffic lane. I like it. Yeah. Now here where I live, up on this mountain on the dirt road, that's not unusual. I have a lot of stuff growing up in the road because I'm the only house on the road at the dead end road at the halfway up a mountain or 3/4 of the way up. So there's stuff that grows in my road, and I'll tell you what I saw in my road. Well, I have security cameras, and I happened to be sitting in the living room, looked out the window, and there's a black bear. He's coming up that dirt road, and he stopped at it in my ramp and looked up toward the porch, and I thought he was going to come up the ramp to the front door and do some panhandling or something, but he moseyed on, went up the mountain.
Keep left.
And then 2 days later, I caught him on the security cameras coming down the mountain. Yeah. He come the other way. He didn't bother nothing. He was a big, full-grown one, though. Pretty black bear. A real pretty black bear. I see him on occasion, but it's been a spell since I've seen one. And I'm glad to still see that they're moving about. It did get me a little concerned because I tend to go for a walk down the mountain and back up in the mornings, but and he was showing up here the first time about 8:30, and the next time about 9:15. So
keep right.
I said, I don't know if I want to go for a walk or not now. That bear might not be too friendly. Well, you never know about wild animals, that's for sure. And the Lord knows I can't outrun no bear. Never. Can't now at 80 years old. I couldn't have done it at 17 years old. But he didn't bother nothing. He went on about his business. But it was nice to see him coming around. Well, we only have 52 miles to go. Haven't had any problem yet. We'll collect a little more money on this trip. And I hope y'all enjoy watching the stream of American Truck Simulator 2. And you older folks, hey, you can do this. This is relaxing. I learned. I learned on my own. I didn't have nobody to help me. And you can too. I had a hard time setting up this steering wheel than I did learning how to use American Truck Simulator 2.
Keep right, and then exit right.
But I got it worked out, and I'm sure y'all get it worked out
Exit
too
right.
if you get one and you enjoy it. And you can get on here and socialize or get into a convoy and meet some nice folks. I know I had. I've been in a few convoys, met some folks that were really helpful with the game and how to do convoys, which isn't no more than sticking together and trying not to wreck the people you're convoying with. There's a good group that I got the convoy with. Now, I haven't done on this profile. This profile, like I said, is a new one. And just starting out. This is the 4th load. And we'll be working for other companies. I'll be working for other companies till I can get enough money to buy me another rig. Buy my own rig. Well, down to 37 miles to go. Our gas is looking good. You can see that there on the bottom left. Yeah, that looks just fine. And it shows that the time is 23:37. Now I set mine up with the military clock. Or It's actually what civilians call a 20, well, people call it, it's a 24-hour clock. It's not really, they call it military time because that's what the military uses, that 24-hour clock. But I don't know, I've done it for so many years because I'm retired from the military, and I retired from 911, and we used a 24-hour clock. And I also been a ham radio operator for many years. And amateur radio, ham radio, use a 24-hour clock.
Keep right, and then exit right.
Now, I'm not active in amateur radio anymore, but I used to really enjoy that. It was a fun hobby. And I did CW, or Morse code.
Go straight.
Now, I used to love to do Morse code. Yes, sir. I really enjoyed that. All right. We're going along pretty good. 18 miles ago. We hadn't wrecked yet. Hauling this articulated heavy load. Yeah. Going pretty good.
Get ready to turn right.
Get ready to turn right, the man says. Well, I could do that. Oh, it's a red light up here. Now, I have to get in the habit of getting to the outside when I pull up to these lights. And you can turn right on the red in these games. Just like in real life, you got to make sure you give it a look-see first. Yeah. All right. He took up a whole lot of road, but really needed to with this big long trailer. And now we got to make a left. And we're going to snag another light right here. Here we are. That's all right. I guess that's one thing you learn as a real truck driver. Patience. A whole lot of patience. And the older I've got, the more patient I've got. I found out there's no sense in being in a hurry. Life goes by way too fast anyhow. Well, I've learned to be patient with not getting in a hurry, leaving early to get somewhere instead of, getting on the road and driving like a maniac to get somewhere. So, now I wasn't always that way. No. But when you're young, you kind of have to learn the hard way. At least I did, and some of them lessons were, buddy, I mean to tell you, they were hard lessons. All right. When I got off the last time, I noticed, I think I had an email. You can get emails on this, game emails now. You'll get emails for different things from your drivers if the rigs or need overhauling, or from the bank if you're past due and you're paying your bill, or a realtor for buying garage. There's all kinds of emails you get.
Get ready to turn right.
And I'll show you how that works here after we deliver this load. Most of you probably already know, but for those who don't, well, this ain't a how-to video, but it's not a one that's not going to give a little bit of guidance to new drivers. And I hope there are some new drivers.
Turn left.
I'm going to go into that exterior mode, that follow camera, and you see that big long load there. Oh, mercy, trees in the way. And these railroad crossings there's a lot of trains. That gate should open up, and I can see where that red flag is. That's where we got to go.
Load and go.
And I'm hoping we don't have to back up, because it ain't going to happen. Not with me driving. I'll do the easy, quick parking. I know that's a cheating, but I can hardly back up a single load, much less an articulated load like this. Yep. Where's it going to go? On up here and around to the right. We're going to swing right there. It is. And buddy, now look at that. I'm going to be getting in there backwards. I don't know if I can make a U-turn in there to get this around. I just don't know. I don't think I can. I think I'm going to do the quick disconnect here. If it'll let me. I hope it does, because there ain't no way I'll ever park this in here. That ain't going to happen. Uh-oh, I got a problem here. Oh, there it is. Man,
Let's do
hitting
this.
the wrong button. I'm getting panicked. All right. I think we're in that parking spot. I don't know. It's saying no. It's wanting me to lock that fifth wheel, and I don't know why I can't get this thing to quick park. I may have to get into some setting here. I don't know. Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, I'm going to let you be. We're here. I got to figure out what this setting is that I have wrong, that I can't get this trailer parked in here. So I'll let you go. Appreciate you joining me and your patience. I'll get it figured out. I promise I will. All right. Y'all take care, and I'll catch you on the next trip.